All right. Good evening, everybody. It is 3/19, 2026. So I want to give an update here on a few things. Obviously, we're going to go over midterm and look at the chart real quick. I have a YouTube content creator update and white whale rewards update and the wrap token update. So we'll do one thing at a time, and I'm just going to rip to this real quick. So as far as midterm goes, y'all can see the chart. Obviously, we've been pushing it pretty decent on socials, and the chart basically speaks for itself. We're a good 12x from launch with no sell pressure in sight. And that's just because the investors in this project are not retards. So um, they get all the credit anyways. They're holding, this is a year-long runner anyway. It's why we created the narrative this early, because it's just a matter of time before the midterm elections get loud. It was starting to pick up last month, but the Iran situation got in the way, and it kind of pushed the noise for the 2026 US midterms back a little bit on socials. But it's okay. I don't give a shit, because we created a fully decentralized contract, so it doesn't matter. And I think for the most part, we've done a very good job explaining what that means, which is kind of pathetic that we have to explain to the space what decentralization means, because I just think all y'all sit on pump fun all day and get wrecked on new pairs, and y'all don't even know what the shit means. So what it means is, when the contract was created, we just made sure that no scams can take place. Everything that is wrong with the space that all of you have contributed to, we've peeled all the layers back, right? So there's no cabal, there's no insiders, there was no bundle, there's no pre-sales, there's no airdrops, there's no whatever other retarded crypto scam word y'all can come up with. It just doesn't involve here in midterm, because we removed it, right? We said, well, let's just launch the cleanest contract you can possibly make on Solana, and that's what we did. And that is why the chart looks the way that it does, is because the people who know me are smart enough to understand that there's no reason to have your hand on the sell trigger, because this is a year-long play, and nobody's going to sell off any kind of insider position, because there are none. Every single holder has bought their tokens. Isn't that fascinating, everybody? It's kind of weird when you look at this chart and you're like, holy shit, it has been up since launch. Every day has been green, minus a few red days, but there's just not a chart that looks like this on Solana. It doesn't exist unless it's been, manipulated by cabal revenue, income. They're dropping, $100,000 a day on volume bots. It's all manipulated volume, which means you're eventually going to get rugged because you're retarded, and you most likely saw the call from a retarded shill on X. So, but this is what a chart looks like when it's not pushed, when there's no bots and there's no manipulation. It is just growing organically. And look, this is crazy. We only have 72 holders, and look at the market cap and liquidity. It's never been done, not this year, and it's only going to get better because the narrative, right? So it's going to be a hot narrative, and y'all all know how the uh, election narrative plays out within crypto, and this is going to run even higher. We launched at like $4.90 a token, and we have a high of 61. So yeah, pretty insane to watch this go down. And the cool thing is, the whole point is there's no when you buy midterm, you don't have to feel anxiety like, oh my God, when's the dev gonna nuke the chart? Or oh my God, when's the calls gonna nuke the chart? Because nobody owns shit. It is free, pure, and clear. Now, look, there's obviously, everything has a shelf life. That's life in general. There will eventually be sell offs. It's part of the game. People make profits, they sell. That's the way it's supposed to be. It's called decentralization, right? So you play the game, you get in early. Remember, that's what we used to do back in the old days. That's how we all got rich. We got in early and we worked, and then we pumped the chart. And you know, you either took your profits, which is what I did, but it was over a couple of months' time. You take your 7 figures and get the fuck out, and you move on to the next one. And the same will happen here and with all of our future launches. So I'm not trying to say it's always going to be up only, because that's just not realistic. But for now, it is the most gorgeous chart on Solana, and you just can't argue it. Doesn't matter. It's the only one. So it's just a matter of who finds it and who's going to keep bidding it up and holding it. And obviously, that's why we have the whale room, and I'm not going to get into that in this video. So midterm looks good. It's primed. It's ready to run. It's been running, as you can see, and it's just going to continue as the year goes on. Now, let me get on my X page here. And there we go. All right, cool. So I want to go over a few things. So second thing in line. So the last few videos I talked about, I was in talks with a pretty big auto YouTuber content creator. He's not an influencer, but he has a pretty big auto YouTube channel. Man, dude, we got our deal done. We were creating the Telegram and the visuals and the logos and the banners. And then he bailed last minute. He's like, I just don't know, man. So look, we're moving on from that dude, and I'm just going to move. We're going to move the wrap token up, and that's okay. So I just want to let y'all know the YouTuber that we had is no longer, and he can go do what he continues to do. And we're just never going to bring him into the space moving forward. So moving on. Now, this came through today, and I want to go over this. And y'all already know. It's not like y'all don't know, but maybe y'all don't. Maybe y'all just don't really know, because this is the stats. So this finally dropped today. They usually drop this every month. So here are the stats on Pump Fund, which all of you, we are all well aware that that's where all of y'all hang out. And that's why, somebody like me can sit on a proverbial high horse and just make fun of you retards all day, because you're constantly losing. And I think that's kind of why Crypto X right now is kind of aggravated, right? I call it aggravated. Everybody's mad. Everybody's bitching and crying and screaming and yelling like little bitches. It's because you're not winning. You've never won. And probably most likely in real life, you're losers too, right? And that's so it transitions online. And that's why y'all are all aggravated. Just like you're so antsy and aggravated to be like, oh my God, what's going on? So the problem is I think the newer generation of you crypto dorks, you have no history to fall back on. Now, OGs like me, we've been through a legitimate bull run. We've cashed out 7 figures, deep into 7 figures. I almost hit 8. So we already understand what it takes. And this ain't it. And this is the game that y'all are now playing. And that is why when we launched midterm, it was like the test to see what will a chart look like when it's fully decentralization and we just remove everybody from the equation and just let the space do what it's supposed to do. And that's why the midterm chart looks the way that it does. So here is your stats. Before we get into this, I just want to give everybody a huge golf clap. Congratulations, you deserve it. So it looks like 94% of you retards are losing. Now, it depends on where you live on X. That's your reality, right? So you have a section of X where everything, and they're all fake, right? These are all fake. These are in real life posers. We call them posers. I'm Gen X. That's a term that we called everybody back in the day growing up. Posers, meaning you're fake, you're not doing shit, but you're claiming that you are. So that's kind of crypto now, right? It's everybody acts like they're making it big and they ain't doing shit. Because one thing I always have gone on with the crypto space is I care about data. I don't give a shit about somebody's story that they type on their X page, because most likely it's bullshit. Because they hide behind a cartoon character as a profile picture, but they have absolutely zero real life receipts. Me, on the other hand, I have a full-fledged YouTube channel. You are more than welcome to go back and watch all of my victories. 94% of you dorks are losing right now. You want to know why? Because you sit on Pump Fun and bags and what's the other one that's scamming everybody? I forgot. And you just chase new pairs because the people that you follow are telling you, get rich. Just sit online and park your bags and watch new pairs. Well, according to this, y'all are getting smoked. Cue the smoke show. You're all losers. I hate to say it. I'm not trying to be an asshole because I'm technically not an asshole, not even in real life. But sometimes we have to play one online because you fuckers, y'all bragging about this shit. Oh, we love crypto. Oh, we're going to get rich. No, you're not doing any of it. You're losing. And it's easier for somebody like me to project this out because I've already won. It's kind of like there's nothing that you can say, even though we're doxxed and KYC'd and audited. It doesn't matter. You can't go online and say, Scott, you're an asshole, because look, I can be correct, but I've also won. That's why I don't get aggravated, right? This shit's fun for me. I don't take it personal because I've already won. I know what it's like to buy a Bentley. I know what it's like to buy multiple Lambos. I know what it's like to custom build a 7,000 square foot house for my wife. I know what it feels like because I've already done it. So I think that's the problem with the space. Y'all are dreaming for that, and it's just not going to happen because the stats show that y'all are hanging out in the wrong place, and that is why we are waiting for the wallet integration for our launch pad so we can get to launching some tokens. Decentralized, by the way. We're going to leave all you scammers out. Calls, you get no tokens. There's going to be no insiders. There's going to be no bundles. There's not going to be no bonding. There's not going to be no pre-sale. There's not going to be some airdrops. There's none of that. It's gone forever when it comes to our projects. Having said that, these are the stats, and this is pathetic. Starts right here. 45%. You're making under. You're losing. These are losers. You're all losers. Losers. 45% losers. 50% losers. And here, loser, 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 loser. One person made over $1 million, one, and I would pretty much guarantee that that was some kind of an insider. So we can just remove this one winner right here. So it basically leaves out of, how many people is this? This is well over 1 million people. It leaves, what about 30,000 people actually made a profit? And so you're never going to convince somebody like me, who has the history like me, who's made the money like me. You can't come to me and say, Scott, check this out. Do this and you'll win, bro. No, you're all fucking losers. And that's why videos like this have to be done. And this is why y'all stay mad. Oh my God, Scott's just a Gen X. He's a fucking old timer. Yeah, well, I've also made, anyways, y'all get the point. So y'all are losers. People like me and my generation, especially the OGs from 17 through 21, and even now we're still playing the game. We're never going to listen to you guys. Because what happens is when you get called out, you do pussy shit like this. Look, I'm going to scroll up here. So this little dipshit, I was just kind of browsing. Where is he at? Okay. So this little dipshit, what is it? Hash Burgers? I don't even know who the fuck this guy is. But his X page is him constantly telling his 120,000 followers, park on Pump Fun and do new pairs, everybody. You're going to win. You're going to win. So I responded, and of course, he blocked me like a little bitch. I don't even block anybody. Why do you got to block? I have more enemies than anybody in this space, and I don't block anybody because it doesn't matter, right? This space doesn't matter because I made it. I built a real life, right? We have married, we're good. There's no anxiety. We're not angry at the world like everybody else is. And that could be a generational thing, right? And that's probably what it is. It's just called maturity. But this guy, he's shilling a 0.00009% win rate on his X page and telling everybody, trust me, bro. All you have to do is just wait. Okay. So that's his sales pitch to you guys. So let's scroll back down. So you're going to have to wait. Do you have enough money to buy over 1 million launches? No, you don't. Most of y'all motherfuckers don't even have $50. So who is he actually talking to? Who knows? Probably nobody. But it just kind of shows you where the space is at. And that's why in our community, and especially in my privates, it's a different way of life. There's no drama. We're adults. We talk to each other like we're men. We don't act like children. We don't act like little emotional babies. And why is that? Because we're winners. So anyway, it's all good. It's just that's why this space is becoming more pathetic than it ever has been. But look, it's good. It's more money for me because while y'all are losing, people like us, we're making more. So we're not complaining about that. It's just we would like a bigger share. So why don't y'all just wait for us to launch the new launch pad and then y'all can actually make some money for a change. So that's kind of midterm and the overall macro of the crypto space as it sits right now. So I'm going to go to, I'm going to give everybody an update on the WRAP token. So we are going to move the WRAP token up. So I don't know the launch date. It's going to be after we launch White Whale Rewards, by the way. So I'm just putting that out there because White Whale Rewards is next. But after that, we were going to do the YouTuber and then we were going to do WRAP. But now the YouTuber's gone. So we're going to slide WRAP up and we're going to get that out. So the WRAP token, you're more than welcome to, like, if you're following me on X, you can go to we have a WRAP community. You can follow my posts. We have Instagram already set up. And we already have 3 main wrappers that are going to kind of back the launch of the WRAP token. And obviously, look, it's going to build and grow on its own because as we onboard more in real life. So these are in real life wrappers that have their own communities, that have their own TikToks, their own Instagrams, their own YouTubes. They're real, like if you were to meet them in real life, they're actually rappers and hip hop artists. So they will be the backbone of the token. And the token will launch the same. It's going to be decentralized. None of the rappers are going to get an inside position. They're not going to get an airdrop. They're not going to get a supply. If any of the rappers or the hip hop artists or any artists that we bring on board to represent the WRAP brand, they're going to have to buy their own bag. Now, the only difference is okay, Scott, well, how they make money? Well, it's very simple. As a business, there's this thing called a payroll, right? I know that's kind of foreign to a lot of you. So we just put them on a payroll. We pay them in stables. And the reason why they do that is because we have the ability to do that within our launchpad. So let's just take Skrill for an example. And he's the top player. He gets over 200 million views on YouTube a month. And he's just getting big right now. I mean, when I met Skrill, he had like 20,000 followers on YouTube. Now he's almost at 100K, and that's only been throughout a couple months. So he's doing what he's doing in his space, in his market, and that's good. These guys get all the credit. It has nothing to do with me. It is all on them, but they're going to get paid like it. So, but I pay Skrill, and you see Shawty Cash and Tay Escobar. They're all going to get paid in stables. Now, if they want to own tokens, they're more than going to do it. They're more than welcome to do it. But it keeps them clean, pure to promote the WRAP token because they know finally there is a launch pad in a company that's just not going to rug anybody and scam everybody. So it allows them to work free and clear in their market, and they can push the WRAP token because in essence, they are the WRAP token. And once this launches and goes live, and it's going to be full on shill time, we're going to be on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, you name it. All of the rappers that we have to start are going to be promoting it. And then what we have to do is burn that into the crypto space and have teamwork done. And that's how it grows. And then we're going to have more rappers and more hip hop artists come on board, and we're going to introduce them to the space. And then now they are introducing the rap token to their communities. And that's how the rap token will get built. It will be the first in the space ever. And the main thing is it will be full on decentralized. So as y'all are well aware of the history of the crypto space, pretty much every influencer and every athlete and every music artist has rugged their communities. You cannot find one that actually lasted. This will be the first one because there's no control. Fully decentralized on Solana, and all of our launches are going to look like that. But rap is coming, and we have the X community built up. Like I said, we have the Instagram already created right now, so y'all are more than welcome to go there. And then y'all can check out this post right here. Y'all can visit all of our rappers' Instagrams, their YouTube channels. You can do all of that. It's all good. We do have the Telegram set up, but we haven't started giving out the link yet. But this is coming next, and y'all can kind of read this explanation. This is not a dog token, a frog token, or another busted meme coin. That space, as far as I'm concerned, is done because there's no money to back it because y'all are a bunch of retards. So true decentralization on Solana is the future, and our connections in the rap scene will drive growth while bringing crypto investors to buy, hold, and trade rap as intended. And we've kind of been playing around with some of the artwork and all that in the privates and stuff like that. So look, y'all can front run this if you want. You're more than welcome to hop in the community. We're not pushing this hard because, like I said, we have to launch White Whale Rewards first and kind of get that settled in and do what we have to do there. But rap will come after that, and it's all good, man. We're super excited. And look, at the end of the day, so it's still all about the space. Do y'all want to sit online and watch new pairs and try to guess one out of 1.1 million tokens that you'll win? Or you could just come on over to our Telegram or follow us on X and say, you know what, Scott, I like this shit. You're talking about the rug days are over? Fully decentralized token launches? Yeah. And then what we do as a company is now, instead of trying to create new narratives, we already pipe into what is already working. And then we create either a rewards token or a fork of that meme, or we tap into Web 2 industries like music. And that's what we're doing. And obviously, the use case will get built and come and all that stuff. But the hardest part is getting the team built first and then launching. And that's kind of usually how we have always done things. So look, there's a lot of cool shit coming. I just want to get a new a video out. It's been a week. So if y'all have any questions, y'all know where to get me. Get me on X or on Telegram or hop in Telegram, whatever, this, that, and the third. And it's all good. And I will talk to all of y'all on the next video.